I'm Amena, and welcome back, explorers, to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here, or are a return visitor, be welcome. Be sure to also look at the description below for all credits given. And with that said, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, let us get into the topics of today's vlog. So, I have a feeling you're like, oh, what is floating behind me in my background? Well, uh, let's just call them my notebook wall. Or, uh, binders, or, well, let's face it, they're supposed to be my books, or storybooks, or notebooks, or things like that. Now, when you first start doing any type of writing, you are told that you should write down all your ideas for, like, little story ideas. You know, maybe you get a story idea from going on a walk. Maybe you get something from playing a video game or board game, if you want to go that far. Maybe you've watched a movie about something that's unexpected. Like, for example, somebody tricked you into watching a vampire movie and you had no idea. So you're wigged out of your mind. um, yeah. Well, not all vampires are bad, per se. And it depends, really, on the person who's writing the story, or so on and so forth. But either way, I think I'm losing track of uh, the topic, which is story ideas. Uh, yeah, either way, if you have a notebook, which you are recommended to carry, and if you're an artist who sketches everything, um, I would recommend a sketch pad instead of a notebook. But don't listen to me on that. I'm not talking about drawing things. Um, yeah. But then again, if you write a scene, that's drawing with words. Yeah, I'm not gonna think too hard on that. Either way, when it comes to story ideas, those story ideas can become plot bunnies, as somebody has mentioned. And, well, if you don't write them down anywhere, uh, they just multiply and go nowhere. Especially if you've had a very dry spell for a long time, and that dry spell is suddenly undone. So it's like a floodgate of remembering all the plot bunnies you once had. So they're like ghosts. Yeah, I'm not gonna think too hard on that. All right. Now, those story ideas can also become story starters. There are people who actually write simply just story starters. They start the story and send it out for somebody else to finish it as a writing exercise. At least that's what I think of it. For example, uh yeah, uh there was a story starter where a hero got a letter from a princess asking for help. Uh and the hero goes to the dragon's tower and he is there to rescue the princess, but it's the dragon who sent the letter, not the princess. Um, so I don't know what to make of that, but that is a story starter. I don't remember who initially wrote the story starter. I don't know if they even want to be recognized, but uh, I'm just like, why would the dragon want to be rescued from a princess? Unless the dragon is the princess? Or was there some sort of magical shenanigans that happened? Oh, wow. Alright, so there's also short stories. And yes, I am getting somewhere with this. um, when you come right down to it, short stories definitely do come after story starters. But short stories can be in any genre. They have a definitive beginning, middle, and end, and they rarely have sequels. Uh, yeah, and they can be any genre. They can be fantasy, they can be science fiction, they can be romance. Though I think romance in a short story would be kind of short, maybe lackluster. uh, so many things. Uh, Mystery or horror. However, if it's mystery, um, I hope it's I hope whoever wrote that mystery spent some time on it. And well, horror can be well, it's horrific. Now, stories, sh- short stories, uh, can well, when you come right down to it, you can also have teasers or blurbs or something much longer. And it could be multiple stories or it could be a huge book. Um and yeah, what I'm planning on doing is definitely um taking my time with the story ideas or plots that have been coming up in my head unbidden and doing little teasers, if you will. Not actually doing the full story, but maybe a little snippet. And I will first share them on Tumblr. I haven't done it yet, but I will soon. And I'm thinking about sharing uh, the fan fiction, if you will, or the Sims 4 thing I want to do. I think I called it Curator of Curator of Curiosities. But there's also this. There is another, shall we say, story or background or whatever for a different game that I'm kind of playing with a friend to explain how the two of us are related, although we aren't the same species. It's complicated. But either way, I think I will talk a little bit more about the story ideas and whatnot in the next few episodes. But for now, I think I'm going to end this episode here and leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.